Well, hi there, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. This is part 4, and when I left last time, things were getting pretty exciting. We learned of Shinra's coming up on Biggs, and gonna be a nice guy since none of this has anything to do with dating Yuffie. And all these Shinra guys, even though, as they will definitely say, or reflect on to some extent, they a lot of people got hurt as a result of their actions, so maybe they kind of had it coming or whatever. I don't know if they said they had it coming, but but yeah, anywho, last time we found out that Shinra was going to collapse the pillar, which would destroy all of like the Sector 7 stuff, and they were gonna blame Avalanche for the deed, which probably wouldn't be too hard for them to sell to the public, A, seeing as how I'm sure they control a lot of the news and information, that kind of stuff, and B, because Avalanche was responsible for 2 terrorist bombings, so it's like this isn't that much of a logical leap, I'd say. Definitely the kind of thing I feel like the especially the low information average slum goer probably isn't going to be questioning it too much unless they do some digging. But anyway, yep, the second video that I did earlier today is still uploading. It's just about finished, and I finished rendering the previous one while I had dinner, and that one's uploading as well. I probably won't bother with uploading this one just until tomorrow, because if you shut down those things uploading on YouTube or whatever, I know there's kind of a resume option, but I've never had much luck with it working, and I found quite to the contrary, it's kind of wonky and almost never works or whatever, and so there's no, if you're not gonna upload the entire way through, there's no point in starting, so that it'll probably be one of those. And here we have the last, other than Barrett, of course, the last member. So you can do Don't Say Last, and yeah, see, that's where... Oh no, I guess she basically does say we have it coming, this is our punishment, yeah. Which, kind of fair enough. I mean, you definitely get to know them to some extent in this game, and they're kind of likable, but it's yeah, I guess if you're bombing power plants, probably getting killed isn't that... Yeah, and if you give her the kind of flippant answer, she's just like, wow, he's so cool as she dies. But no, Jessie's cool. It's too bad she dies. Although, no, so I might have mentioned, I definitely have mentioned that I've played Remake. I didn't quite finish the first Remake. I got into the Shinra Tower, but I didn't do the very end of it. Put me over the edge, unfortunately. That did, though. Now this boy's about to get a cross-slashing. But one of my buddies I was talking to about the series, because he did play the whole thing, and he was saying that they are going to be alive in the future games or something, or that some of them are, or that that's possibly something they're retconning, which, I'm a little surprised by that, but I guess, I mean, that it's just they added that character on that motorcycle scene. I forget what his name is, but he felt very Kingdom Heartsy to me, kind of, honestly. I thought it was kind of lame, whatever that was. Although I guess, I don't know, maybe if he's, I guess I don't really know what they're going to do with him. Maybe it'll turn out they do something interesting. But in any event, yeah, it's, I was kind of, when my buddy was mentioning this to me the other day, and I was kind of joking with him about it because, there's that line in Cosmo Canyon where, Barrett says Biggs and Wedge and Jesse, we all promised after we saved the planet we'd come hang in Cosmo Canyon by the big bonfire, and can't really do the line if they're not dead. Or you could, it would just be incredibly confusing. I guess the answer is you might, maybe they'll be there. be like, oh, it's the version of Final Fantasy VII where members of Avalanche don't get killed. Alright, so I do get a chance to pause anyway, but I will still just quickly throw some potions on him. I've got the MP for it, so it doesn't really... There's no reason to do potions over magic other than I just happen to have... Oh, whoops. Should have just gone straight to Barrett. Oh, well. Well, I'm pretty sure a regular Cloud Attack would have killed this guy, but I'm positive that a cross slashing will do the job. All right. And I am actually going to take cover from Cloud because he needs to get the last hits, not the limit breaks right now. And Barrett he still has just the big shot, not the mind blow. So, once again, not of vital importance, but every little bit helps. Plus, like, his level 2 limit breaks are kind of garbage or whatever, so I guess it's also kind of nice to get through them quickly. Although, with that said, I guess I take that back, because if I do have Hammer Blow around that time, I might Hammer Blow a Midgar Zom or two. Just, they don't give you, like, a crazy amount of experience, but mostly just kind of because it's funny. Alright, so yeah, we got a Reno fight, and of course, this banging soundtrack. This can, if you're not careful, this can absolutely, you do not get these pyramids destroyed. Like, I remember the first time I did this fight, like when I was rather young, I did get a game over because I didn't, the second time I tried them, I'm like, oh, hey, maybe you can, there's gotta be a way to get rid of these pyramids. So I figured it out, but I definitely did get game overed. It's kind of like the same thing as like how you get a game over if like everyone in your party is afflicted with stop. Alright, yeah, so you definitely, if at all possible, you want Cloud to be hitting. He's going to hit harder than Tifa. In general, I think this is true, but also just I think he's a higher level than her right now, so... good, Barrett's activating his cover. It's exactly what I like to see. More big shots, please. I wasn't paying close attention. I am unsure if I... yeah, nothing to steal. I did steal. Case closed. Alright, even though... Oh yeah, good, she's already even up. I was gonna say, even though you don't want to let these accumulate, I'm still gonna let Cloud do the attacking. I might even just hang back with Tifa in case he does Pyramid. No, I take it back. That's not a great plan, because he could very well just Pyramid Tifa, and then I wasted the entire bar. If he was smart, he wouldn't, because she's kind of low damage, I think. Or I guess maybe I'm being a little unfair. I don't know how she would stack up to Barrett. I guess the other thing is I think Barrett might be a higher level. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, I am still gonna just go ahead and keep these pyramids in check. No, I guess they do about the same. Looks like their attacks. Barrett definitely is higher vitality though. That's kind of his like selling point. Is his vitality, I think. Oh no. Okay, still works. I think I'll still end up being a full heal. So playing it a little close there, but that's all right. No problem. Yeah, she has really been getting a lot of limit breaks off. So not surprised she beat Barrett. Also, you're never gonna guess how he's escaping. Where did he leap off to? Oh, right. I was waiting for something. Okay. I don't think there's actually any combat, so this is probably just wildly unnecessary, but... there is nothing that can be done. In fact, some stupid jerk touches it. And this is our first time meeting him, but I think we can tell from the suit in the theme song he is indeed a Turk. He's actually the boss. And yeah, they've been trying to get their hands on Eris for quite a while, as we're going to learn in a little bit greater detail soon. And bam! Take that, Eris. Just decks her. But anywho, yeah, they've been trying to, get their hands on old Eris for a while there for reasons that will become apparent soon. But anyway, yeah, they got Eris. They're choppering back to... This seems really risky if you look at all that debris. Like, man, that was... Probably should just flown straight away and not gloated. Don't know what he gained from that. But anyway, so they're... they're assuming that we're gonna die in the wreckage. B or a yellow jacket or something that's floating. Hopefully, my window's like halfway open. Hopefully it just flies on out. It's getting awfully close. Yeah, oh, getting awfully close. Might be a fly actually, in which case, I don't like flies, obviously, but, I'd be a little less concerned then. Not that I'm especially concerned. Yeah, I can see it now. It's very clearly a fly. Still hope it decides to go out the window, because I don't like flies in my room. I know that's a pretty controversial opinion, but it's just how I feel. Yeah, it's doing that kind of weird, where the character models will be in front of, like, the next screen or whatever. Kind of... flew back in. And yeah, again, this seems like a pretty drastic plan to deal with Avalanche. I mean, I guess on one hand, you could say, like, well, they did cause a lot of damage, but, like, I don't know, like, destroying, like, I don't know, an eighth of your city or whatever, it sounds like not a great plan. And plus, like, what was that? I forget if it was on the news or one of the guys, someone was saying, like, about the, like 60 billion gallon damage or something like that. Imagine what this would cost. 1/8 the city. You've got to be in the trillions then if the reactor damage is like 60 billion or whatever he said. Man, what is that, like 500 trillion gazillion dollars worth of damage to Midgar? So yeah, Barrett's he's just a passionate man in general. He's just often pretty emotional, but he's under the impression right now that his daughter was among the many people killed in Sector 7. That's why he's firing his gun all willy-nilly like that. He's devastated. so devastated he's not even thinking of what Eris said right before she got like absolutely decked by that Turk, and that was in fact that, yeah, that Marlene is safe. Oh yeah, you know, I take it back. I don't know why Barrett would necessarily know that, because wasn't like privy to that conversation. So, you know, I'm gonna take that back. I don't really think, you know, Barrett would necessarily have reached that conclusion, having never met or spoken to Eris. And yeah, R.I.P. They were in the pillar and they died. Might not be the case for the current Final Fantasy continuity. I'm a little unclear on that, but in this continuity, 100% dead. Back to the life stream. They went to that big life stream in the sky. Yo. You know, really, it's pretty impressive that, because like I feel like not that much time would have passed like fighting your way up to the top of that thing. Like that feels like in-game time. I don't know, 30 minutes or something. So the fact she went all the way to the bar, got Marlene, went all the way back, then got captured, like that's pretty impressive. Once again, there are, you know, there are certain topics or like things that will cause Cloud to, you know, get a little bit shaky. You know, there's again a lot of events in his past that need to be unpacked, and we're going to in the 3 discs of this game, we're going to learn the full extent of Cloud's wacky adventures. The sense materia is one of those. I mean, in theory, if you don't know, it can tell you like elemental stuff or weaknesses or that sort of thing, I think. Not really too necessary to cast, and it doesn't give you stats or anything, of course. It just does the sense thing. You would need to master it to get the master command materia, but I was mentioning earlier why that's maybe not the best thing to be doing necessarily. And again, I'm not going to go like too nuts on this, but you know, again, I'm not going to be getting unnecessary last hits when it really doesn't add that much time to the battle, and you know, really would like to get some of these earlier limit breaks over with earlier. It's just nice, you know. Again, it's not like the game is excessively challenging, but there are a few random things where it's kind of, maybe fun's the wrong word. Well, fun for me, I'm gonna say, to just like cast on level 3 so limit break and just wreck some guy. Pretty satisfying. I don't know. Oh, what am I doing? I bought a bunch of Furies. Like, I could get, I could be getting Barrett's, And yeah, now we get misses, and I think, again, like, any miss revealed would end the chain on the limit break, and would Oh no, I guess she did still do this as somersault. I don't know that, but I still, I mean, there wasn't a third thing in the chain, so it's like hardly indicative of that, I suppose. But she did still hit, I guess. Maybe it's like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and admit I'm really shaky on the fundamentals of how Tifa's limit break works. So, you know, definitely, and I probably won't be, oh wait, whoops. Probably won't be solving that mystery in any great detail. I'm probably just gonna boot her from the party once Red comes around, and that will be that. Well, this like this Hell House has taken a lot of damage, but this has got to be it, right? Yep, that did it. Got to be getting close to Mind Blow, which, if you're not aware, is the next limit break for Barrett. I got to be like 1 or 2 big shots away, I would think. Still making those sounds. Living his best life, living in a pipe and making random moaning sounds. What a guy. Avalanche or avant-garde or whatever. Yep, buying that propaganda. There were no civilian casualties. I find that hard to believe, bordering on impossible. So yeah, as mentioned, by not robbing his secret stash, he was able to somehow, I guess, invest it or something, and he ended up with a turbo ether that he shared with me, and he aspires to be a big time item seller in Wall Market, which is it's good to have dreams. Good to dream big, you know. All right, time to check up on Marlene here. it doesn't get referenced in super great detail, but like there's definitely was like in recent history was a war between Wutai, which is Yuffie's hometown, and Shinra. Also, I did never noticed that's clearly Biggs and Jesse in that flashback. I don't know that I'd noticed that before. But yeah, so of course this is Eris's mom, her flashback, waiting for her husband to return home from war. That looks like the guy in front of the Honeybee Inn. And that girl is definitely a model you see too. I think you see her like in front of the train or something. What a wacky game with colorful characters. I wonder if it was still a train graveyard back then. Like, I don't think we're going to see one screen over, but maybe it's just a totally normal functioning rail yard or something. So, but anyway, yeah, this is a very young Eris and her mother, Ifalna or something like that. It's something very close to that, if that was not correct. But yeah, she is very much dead here, and I believe she died like trying to get away from Shinra, because they're all about finding ancients, and well, you know, we'll learn more about their wacky hijinks as the game develops. I wonder if he's aware that Hojo's planning to have him like have her fight Red to the death. Like there's a few things that I think are kind of logically like don't really seem very logical as far as like what a character might be motivated to do, and like yeah, his Hojo's having them fight each other or whatever is definitely kind of little baffling, I gotta say. But I gotta fight it. The thing you gotta understand is like, oh gosh, I'd love to stick around and raise my daughter, but I have Mako reactors I gotta blow up. Yeah, that's obviously some more minus Eris points, which is in fact the ultimate currency. I'm fairly sure sleep does not cure fury and sadness. I again do have the hyper, so it's NBD if it does, but might as well top myself off while I'm. Yeah, I guess it does. But as I said, let's see, probably type. Yep, hyper's aplenty. And I guess if you want to be technical, I don't really need it on Cloud right now. Although at the same time, I guess the faster he gets his limit break, like he definitely one-shots and therefore gets the killing blow with his limit break, so probably worth it. Father of the Year. Although I guess to be fair, you know, it's like his adoptive daughter, we find out, so, you know, I guess he's doing more than he's, like, obligated to do, I guess. Unless you are of the belief that it's his fault that Coral got burnt down, then you'd say he's probably on the hook for that. I guess it kind of depends on your perspective. No train, you say? Maybe there will be some kind of shiny wire of hope of some kind. So nothing, no one really to talk to, nothing to buy in the shops. I think same thing with Wall Market, nothing new. So we can just, looks like we are at around the half-hour mark now. So yeah, we can just make our way up to Shinra HQ, and somewhere around there would probably be a good stopping point. I had thought about whether I'm going to do the side stairs or the elevator, and I've concluded I am going to do the elevator, I think, and then I'm still going to get the elixir. I am going to just try and hang on to elixirs just because I'm going to, of course, do the weapons and stuff at the end of this run, and we'll, of course, be grinding in the North Crater, as that's the fastest spot. And there's those magic pots with the gimme elixir boys, as they're sometimes called. Just kidding, no one calls them that. But mega elixirs will not do. It has to be regular elixirs. So honestly, it's one of those things where I'd like to hang on to all of them, and you know, you get a lot of AP as a reward, so it is indeed worthwhile to do so. I don't want to be feeding last hits to Tifa, but so it goes. Alright, I said I thought I was 2 big shots away, and so now I guess will see if I'm right if the next big shot does it. I could be off by a big shot or two, so, you know, I'm not gonna... I don't think I said I'm positive and 2 big shots away, so I don't think there'll be too much egg on my face if I'm wrong, but still curious to find out. So there might be some people, some dialogue related to all of the shenanigans. Not really going to talk to everyone. I don't remember there being anything like terribly eventful. Golden shiny wire of hope. All right, so we're not quite ready for the golden shiny wire yet. We could climb up the beginning of it, but we would in fact have to turn back around because we are going to need some batteries to make this work. Pretty inexpensive, definitely something we can afford. And now, while I am not going to go back and talk to everyone, one thing I am going to check, I am curious about, I think it's when, because you do return to Midgar again much later in the game, and I think it's then that I'm thinking of. Nope, it is now, okay. And even though he was chasing Harris around the dungeon, I'm still going to help him out, because he's got a cool mohawk, and, you know, I'm a nice guy like that. I am surprised that it was now, though. I was pretty sure it was when you return to Midgar, you find him chained up. But yeah, I guess he does have that information about them coming for Dawn, who did in fact see, he was definitely saying like, oh man, they'll kill me if I, leak this information. So it was only with threats of smashing his penis did he release that information. I could really probably say this about every single track, but another good song. Definitely the kind of music you'd play while you're climbing up some random wire in a wreckage to try and storm Shinra HQ. Okay, okay, there we go. That's what it is. Yeah, this is not like terribly confusing or anything, but it is somewhat confusing at times. Yeah, those battery operated airplanes, very common. Don't usually, it doesn't usually operate on like an engine or anything like that. It's absolutely 100% battery powered. Whoops. Oh wait, no, that was right. I thought you would run further up the pipe, but perhaps you do. Yep. It's MC Escher nightmare. We got another battery here to use this as a ramp. Just like that. Now this is, I think might have mentioned when we were doing the everyone press the lever at the same time thing back in reactor number 5, but this jumping thing is another one. Like I will probably, it's really like, it's not intuitive as to when you should jump, honestly, but yeah, that's definitely one I will goof a time or two. And yeah, the third battery, you don't, this is optional of course, but you can't do anything else with it, you might as well enjoy yourself in ether. Yeah, I got no other way to something to do down there as far as I know, so. Alright, I might make it on the first time, but if I do, it's because I'm like, I feel like the time you're supposed to jump is like, before it comes too close. Jump too soon. Too soon as well. See, no, it says comes too close, then yeah, that's, I mean, maybe I am trying to... Okay. I feel like that was when it did come too close, so I feel like those aren't great instructions, but, still pretty slick, didn't take me too many tries. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not the most straightforward or intuitive, but, you know, not too bad either. And we have, in fact, arrived at the iconic Shinra HQ. This is definitely one of the incredibly memorable sequences in the game. There's a lot of really cool stuff that happens here, and yeah, I have a lot of great memories of this place. And on a replay, I think this is kind of... Honestly, like, I'd say this is probably the, like, it's certainly like the end part of Midgar. I'd say this is also like the highlight of it. Like, this is the best part of all of Midgar, and it's got good variety of everything, got some good boss fights, you get a new party member. You also, like, you really haven't gotten all that much materia up until that now, and not like you get a ton, but you definitely do get some interesting stuff. You get a little bit of new equipment. And you have, I'm not going to like go too nuts over this, I think, because it is an item you can just buy normally anyway, but you can also get the hard edge here, which is an upgraded cloud sword. There are soldier guys here that it can be stolen from. All right, we're going to bust in, and then we're going to, from the top, we're going to walk back down the stairs because, again, I do want this elixir. The going up the stairs sequence is really funny, so I was almost tempted to just do it. Like, I think the elevator one is really kind of... I'm not going to oversell and say it's really cool, but I think it's... I can at least comfortably say it's pretty cool. And, you know, yeah, you could make an argument for either one, but I love just this busting in and Barrett, like, you know, threatening people. It's just, it's peak Avalanche, like, public menacing. I don't need no appointment. This is emergency. What a guy. Oh, these look like the kind of guys that are gonna die in one slice, which Cloud is all about. Oh. Alright, is this gonna be the one that gets me a mind blow? Nope, indeed it was not. So now we'll just find out how many off I was by. I was kind of judging just based on like Tifa getting somersault, but like I feel like she was really getting focused in the very few fights she was in, and like I got her limit break a lot, so I could find that I'm off by a bit. Oh, it's one of those pincer moves. Okay, fair enough. Sweet. Yeah, unlike with the back attack where you can kind of like change your orientation by like quick escaping, you can't really in this case. Although if you do get back attacked, I think the rule is just that you automatically turn to face whoever's doing it. Alright, was I just off by one? On mind blow. Also, I should probably heal Barrett, seeing as I was at 3 hit points. Yep, only off by 1. Sweet. So now I'll also be wanting to get killing blows with Barrett. I'm still going to be favoring Cloud though, just since he is closer. Oh yeah, I guess it's funny. I probably would have chased them for a while in all honesty, but yeah, I guess I don't want to just get a bunch of needless extra encounters, so I guess I'm gonna stay on task here. All right. Okay, so that's the elevator that we need to progress, and so we want to go to the top floor. There's a shop there. We also want to get this Turtle Paradise Flyer number 2, because I don't know how late the last one is. It might be in my deal. I'm not certain, but with this one, if you don't get it now, you don't get to revisit this until like way later in the game, like right at the very end of disc 2. So. Which is also when you can get these treasure chests. Even though they're scared of you, they will stop you from thieving. Yeah, take the money. Yeah, they will let you take the money, but they will not. They will not let you open their treasure chests. Yeah, nothing special. Or just visiting for the flavor. And so now we will pop into the elevator and get ready for Mr. Bones' wild elevator ride. This is definitely not going to be as easy as you might think. That's really what the decision comes down to, like sneaking in the side. It's just like tedious running up like a number of stairs and getting some, you know, like Barrett kind of complains the whole way up. It's pretty funny. And then with this, you get, you get just this. The alarm goes off and the elevator starts spinning out of control. Some harmless Marines. We'll just see if we can't relieve them of some of their precious tranquilizers. I was definitely gonna get the blow there. That's poorly done. If so, yeah, I think she is. Womp womp. You'd steal a couple tranquilizers and then you get overconfident and. Next thing you know, you're giving killing blows to Tifa. Assuming this guy's gonna get killed by this. Yep. Yes, indeed. I believe these guys are I believe these have the loco weed for stealing. Which is, of course, good for a chuckle. Unless, of course, I'm wrong and they don't have loco weed. I know that's an item in the game, I didn't just make it up, but... Wow, this is, okay, it's pretty slippery, I gotta say. He's just going for it. Yeah, it's gonna kill it. Stop, he's already dead. Alright, the wacky elevator ride continues. I want to say it's probably like 4 or 5 encounters total. So this is number 3. Nice. I don't know how close, but Cloud's definitely the closer between the two, so... Like, if I were to get his level 2 in this tower, which I'm not saying I will. That would be, I'd feel like that would be pretty good and ahead of schedule there. Alright, well, I'll be ready for the next one with a cross slash. That's okay. I think it would not be the world's worst idea to hit my party with a quick cure. Yeah, this is the guy. Ah! I think we're gonna have one more fight. Nope. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, these guys kind of have that Terminator thing going where they've got that outer shell and you melt it and you fight their like exoskeleton thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah, cross slash isn't enough to do it. Although it looks like I have inflicted stop, which is in fact a thing that the cross slash can do. Like it and the Choco Mog as well, I think. He did just move, so I guess if he was stopped, it didn't last very long. But I'm pretty sure that was stop inflicted there. Yeah, there's a few bosses like Palmer, who you fight in Rocket Town. He's one that can be stopped. Although at that point in the game, you hopefully are well past cross slash. Why does our robot need a tranquilizer, you might ask? I guess he could, like, be administering it. If there's someone they don't want to shoot with their guns, maybe they tranquilize them. That would make some sense, I suppose. This should probably melt his shell, I would imagine. Yeah. Give me your robo tranquilizers, pal. Alright, I will still throw a Barret attack. I think this probably won't quite kill it. Oh, look at those moves. I'm just gonna save this Barret for next fight. I think one more cloud will do it. One more just regular attack. And it gave me time to shore up my tranquilizer supplies. Alright, so that's the next floor we'd go up, and I believe the... Oops. This will do one more quick fight here. Give Barret a chance to drop a... Should do some back attack damage. I'll bet this is going to be pretty slick. Yeah, just blow him up altogether. Not too shabby. So anyway, this I believe is the... Yes, we are. We're not actually going all the way back down to the first floor. We are just going as far as it will take to get the elixir, which is still around the halfway point. This is going to be a little bit of a walk. You basically just do this for like a number of flights of stairs if you sneak in the side way. And again, there's just a funny like kind of are we there type stuff with Barret and like, oh my god, there's so many stairs, that kind of humor. It's a pretty good scene, but yeah, I do want to go back for the elixir. Not, again, that you really need the healing. It's mostly just planning ahead that I'm going to be leveling up in the North Crater. And, you know, the magic pots that, you know, you defeat by giving an elixir, they give you quite a bit of AP and experience. And you can morph, so I forget which off the top of my head, but there is an enemy you can morph into elixirs in the Northern Crater. So it's not to suggest you cannot farm more, but, you know, that's just its own, like, kind of hassle. And it's nice if, you know, any elixir you have stockpiled is just free AP or free experience when you're leveling up to do the weapons, so. I don't actually have an exact count as to how far down you go. It's a while. I want to say it might, off the top of my head, I want to say it's probably like 6 flights, perhaps. But yeah, it's fortunately it's like many items in the game, it's very distinct. There's no concern about walking past it or anything, or it's not like I'm mashing the OK button or anything. Yep. There's my old friend, the elixir, and back up we go. And yeah, we are just creeping up to the 1 hour mark, so I'll probably, I want to say, like, I don't think there's any more combat. I want to say there's, like, because there was a save at the top of the stairs, I think, but there's also, like, because this keycard, once we're on 460, you know, we won't be getting into any fights. That's just, like, they assume we're Shinra employees or something like that, so, we'll be kind of just be doing a series of, like, they're not all puzzles, but just sort of different tasks to work our way, to get higher and higher key cards to work our way up. But yeah, there's a sort of common area on the first floor, so I think I'll probably plan to stop it there. And I would wager, I don't know if I'm gonna, I might just take a quick break and then just roll right into the next video, because this is a mighty fun section. But I imagine the rest of the Shinra Tower stuff should be right around an hour, so I'll probably make that all its own video, and should be a blast. Definitely looking forward to it. Alright, I think I should be getting pretty close to the top of these stairs. I might have like one more flight to go, perhaps, but I think I've walked all the way back up. Good exercise, I'm sure. Although at a certain point, I mean, doing this just all like in one instance, I'm sure would be fine, but I think it would be very hard on your knees if you were to do this often enough. Yeah, I fortunately, I don't have, sometimes my knees will feel a little creaky, but like, I really don't have many knee issues, and I know that's something both with men and women that will, I might say more so men, but again, women too, but like, I think it's a lot related to your like knee cartilage wearing out or whatever, and it's just like, ugh, that sounds miserable. And like, I can like run a little bit, but I've never really been like great at that kind of thing. And you know, it's like where you really get burned is it's those people that are like distance runners or whatever, that, you know, it's all that running on all that contact on pavement or whatever with your shoes, just like, you know, it's like a little bit at a time, like wears away your knee cartilage, and that's when you're like 38, you're like, oh man, I'm in great cardio health, but I'm miserable because my knees hurt. God, that must suck. So here we have a guard not really paying attention, kind of sleeping on the job, and doesn't realize that Cloud and the gang are sneaking in. Oh, you know what? All my talk about that common area and stuff, yeah, I forgot there's this sneak and buy segment here. So I think those are guards. It looks like a weird graphic, though. I am not going to talk to them because I'd probably just, you know, engage a random battle. Yeah, I don't know what the heck those, like, blue spiky things are supposed to be. But anyway, yeah, we kind of do a sort of Frogger-esque game here. And every time you mess up, you need to fight some of those armor guys. Oh, whoops, did I go too far? Nope, it's not. But so yeah, I will run over and then I will motion my. Oh no! I went just a hair too soon. That is unfortunate. That would have been otherwise flawless. But yeah, once you make it past there, you signal your pals to go on by too, and then you do the same thing on the second side there, and you interestingly you can eventually run out of eventually the guards will will all disappear. There's like a finite number of robots you can actually fight. I do know this because like when I was like young and playing this game, I guess I messed it up that many times. So one of the times I played this, I fought through all the robots, and you definitely can do it. No tranquilizers for this guy. Unless, I guess I forget, do some people have 2 items you can steal? I know that's the case in 9, of course, but... No, weird, nothing to steal. Yeah, huh, I wonder what determines if it's a tranquilizer or if it's a grenade. Quite odd. Once again, Barrett's, living on the edge. Living life dangerously. I've got a feeling they're going to make me go back to the very beginning. Which, not a huge deal, and so long as I don't mess up again. Yeah, I did. Fortunately, once you make it across, it's like it'll save each individual person being across, I believe, so... It's not like if I mess up at the, Barrett part that it's gonna... I can just run over. Alright, nice and easy. Just like that. Whoops. Oh well. Again, I think that I'll just, it'll just start from Barrett in that second section. I don't think I have to redo the other stuff, so not too invasive, not a huge imposition. Invasive is not the right word. Like invasive, like surgery or something like that. I don't know, invasive species. Didn't really help myself by explaining further. Didn't really show any clear connection there, so I probably should have just left it, drawn less attention to it. That would have been the play, but I'm certainly not going to edit this out. I'm gonna save for a limit break for the next time I see a robot or something. I could see that almost killing something and not quite. Which would be great for feeding killing blows to all my friends here. Which is definitely what I'm going to do. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, it is all the way back. Wow. Okay, that's gonna be a little nerve-wracking. I am rather surprised by that. I would have bet quite a bit of money that was not the case. But, again, this isn't too terribly difficult. Especially really it's kind of, I mean, when you're actually moving as Cloud, you just don't want to, accidentally, like, press the thing a little bit because you'll get burned by that. But this part's like, I think actually fairly simple. Really, I just got kind of greedy with that barrel one. I'll just wait till there are no guys that can possibly see and be good to go. All right. See, not gonna go there. Good. Nope. Oh no! I thought that was a little too late. I'd say there couldn't have been a worse time to choke, but that's not true. I could have choked on the next one. That would have, by definition, been worse. But oh well. Just how it goes sometimes. It's not gonna kill it. Sweet. And rather than try and steal his robo tranquilizers, I think I'm just gonna, you know, soften him up with that Tifa here. Feed more to Cloud. It's a silver lining here. I guess at least I'll get closer to my level 2 limit break this way. Alright, there's one of them. And I think this guy should be one Cloud shot away. Let's find out. Not if I miss. We'll do a Braver to mix it up. I would have, of course, rather... I think my normal shot would have definitely killed him, and I would have rather saved the limit break, but, you know. So it goes. It's funny that the first guards are walking and the second guards are running. They just, the second guards just take their job a lot more seriously. Just a lot happier to be there. Okay. Thought that was too early for a second. Wow. Okay. Well, that took me way too long, but still made it in the end. And yeah, this was the lobby I was talking about saving in. I entirely forgot about that sneaking segment. So yeah, he, if you don't say anything, he will just, which is kind of silly to do, he'll be like, oh, person who said nothing, you must be here to repair Sling, take this key card. You would think that the higher-ups at Shinra would kind of frown on that behavior, but here we are. And I guess, yeah, I was mistaken. You don't actually have the save point here. I think that the gym is up here, and that is where you save. Nope, wrong again. Well, I will tell you what, it's because if I guess I have to do the library. Does this work for? Because I think the key was just to 62. I think that yeah. I think once you do this, he gives you like 63 through. He gives you like several floors. But so then I suppose I will take the elevator back down to the first floor save point, and I will end the video there. It's not too terribly complicated, but I don't really remember how to do the library puzzle off the top of my head in all honesty. And you just get the one guess, and you get an elemental materia for it, which isn't like crucial, but it's kind of nice to have. I like to not mess it up when I can, so that's part of the reason I'm doing it. But again, also we are at an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm ideally going to keep these videos to right around an hour per episode, I'm going to say. So if you made it to the end here, I sure appreciate you joining me, and I think I am just going to take a little breaksy here and then just roll straight into the last part. And although, well, I'm not going to speculate about when these might be out because upload times and all that. This one you're hearing right now is probably going to be on a... I don't know why I'm talking about this. All right, I'll see you next time.